Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good and having a great week. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support. And to all our viewers and those recently subscribed, thank you and welcome to this channel. So today we'll be taking a look at this Australian coin set released by the Perth Mint in 2008. Known as the Young Collector Set, this album here features 12 Australian coins with images of Australian native animals. This series of coins here were issued by the Perth Mint to encourage coin collecting among young Australians. The 12 coins in this set are all not intended for circulation. They are all carded and they are separated into 3 categories: air, land, and water. I will continue this video by giving you a look at the album, then we'll go through the specifications before taking a look at each coins in turn. But before we get into this, please leave me a like if you enjoy this sort of content and don't forget to share and subscribe. So, let's get into it. Alright, let's go ahead now and take a look at the album. The binder itself is protected by this cardboard sleeve, and on the sleeve you can see images of all the coins that are included in the album. Right on the back we have some information about the Young Collectors series. And this website here, unfortunately, is no longer active. Let me just take the binder out. And here on the front of the binder, you can see this 3D image of a kangaroo. Again, some little information about the website if you'd like to learn more about the Young Collector Set. And again, this website here is no longer active. The ring binder in the album is kept closed by this magnetic catch. And inside you can see all the pages that are included in this album. Inside the binder we have all these pages here for the series. On the first page we just have some information about the 12 coins that have been issued for this collection. Next to it, we have the first separator for the first category for the 4 animals that you can find in the air. And the second separator here for the 4 coins for animals that you find on land. And finally, the last category here, the 4 coins for animals that you find in the water. Right behind here, we have this medallion, the Gordy the Gecko medallion, which is exclusively issued with this set. I'll get to this a little bit more a little later in this video. Just behind that we have some activity pages for children, a couple of pages of stickers, a crossword puzzle, and finally on the last page we have some details and specifications of the coins included in this series. Let's move on now with the specifications of these coins. These coins were all minted in aluminum bronze. They have a weight of 13.8 grams, a diameter of 30.2 mm, and a thickness of 3.1 mm with a fully riveted edge. On the obverse of all the coins, you will see the 4th portrait of the Queen by Ian Rank Broadley. You can see his initials right over here, IRB. And surrounding the portrait, we have the legend, Elizabeth II, Australia, the year of issue 2008, as well as the face value of $1 right below. Let's start now with the coins from the first category of animals that you can find in the air. And the first coin we're going to take a look at is this one, of palm cockatoos. Here's a look at the front of the card, and here's the back, where we have some information about the bird, which is typically found on the northern part of Queensland, on the Cape York Peninsula. A mintage for this coin is limited to 11,759. Here's a closer look at the reverse of the coin, and on it you can see a palm cockatoo perched on a branch. The name of the coin is right below, and just over here on the branch we can see the P letter mint mark for the Perth Mint, and on the left we can see the initials of the designer, GM. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find out who the designer is for this coin. You can see the initials GM on the first two coins I'm going to show you, and there are a total of 6 different designers or engraver for the coins in this series. Now, if anybody knows who GM is, please leave the information below and share that with all of us here. This is the second coin of this category. This is the wedge-tailed eagle, and here's the front of the card. And we have some information about the eagle on the back, and we can see that you can find this bird all over Australia, with the exception of this portion here of Western Australia. Mintage for this coin is limited to just 14,034 coins. Here's the reverse of the second coin, and on it you can see the eagle perched on a branch facing to the right. The name of the coin, wedge-tailed eagle, is right below, while the Perth Mint P letter mint mark is right over here. And the initials of the designer, GM, which is currently unidentified, is right over here. Moving on, here's the third coin of this category, which is the ghost bat. Here's the front of the card, and here's the back. And we can see that from this map, the bats can mainly be found in the northern region of Australia. The mintage for this coin is limited to 11,914. Let's take a look now at the reverse of the coin, and on it we can see a ghost bat flying through the night sky with clouds over here, and just below that we have the name of the coin. The P letter mint mark for the Perth Mint is right over here, while the initials of the designer, Wade Robinson, WR, is right over here. This is the final coin for this category, and the fourth coin here is the Splendid Wren. Here's a look at the front of the card, and here's the back. And on the map, you can see that this bird can be found in Western Australia, South Australia, and the eastern part of Australia. Mintage for this coin is limited to 11,796. Here's the reverse of the coin, and on it we can see a Splendid Wren perched on a barbed wire with leaves in the background. The name of the coin is right below, with the Perth Mint P letter mint mark right over here, and the initials of the designer, WR, for Wade Robinson, right here. We'll carry on now with the 4 coins for the animals that you can find on land. And the first coin here is the Echidna, which is an anteater. You can see that the colors of the card has changed. It's now in a yellowish green. And here's the front of the first card. Here's the back. And on the map, you can see that the Echidna can be found all over Australia. Mintage for this coin is limited to 11,850. Here's the reverse of the coin, and on it you can see an Echidna looking on the ground, probably looking for some ants, and the name of the coin is right below. I neglected to mention that the images on the reverse is repeated on the front of the card. Right below here we can see the P letter mint mark for the Perth Mint. And over here we have the initials of the designer, WR, for Wade Robinson. Here is the second coin of this category, and this is the Great Kangaroo. Here's the front of the card, and here's the back. And on the map you can see that the kangaroo can be found almost all over Australia, except for the Northern Territories. Mintage for this coin is limited to 14,385, and this coin here has the highest mintage among all the coins in this series. Here's the reverse of the kangaroo coin, and on it we can see a grey kangaroo standing on the water edge, looking at the water, with the name of the coin right below. The Perth Mint P letter mint mark is over here. And right over here we have the initials of the designer, JG, for Justin Graham. Here's a look at the third coin of this category, and this is the common wombat. You have to look at the front of the card, and here's the back. And right on the map, we can see that the wombat can be found in southeastern Australia as well as Tasmania. Mintage for this coin is limited to 11,908. This is the reverse of the coin, and on it we can see a wombat walking on the ground among some rocks with the name of the coin right below. The Perth Mint P-letter mint mark is right over here, while the initials of the designer is right here. It's RV for Ryan Vanderville. The final coin of this category is the frill neck lizard. Here's the look at the front of the card, and here's the back. And on the map, you can see that this reptilian can be found in the northern part of Australia. Mintage for this coin is limited to 11,864. On the reverse of the coin, we can see a frill neck lizard crawling on the ground on top of a branch, and it looks like it's snarling at something. The name of the coin is right below with the Perth Mint P-letter mint mark right over here. And the initials of the designer, WR for Wade Robinson, right down here. We come now to the final category for the 4 animals found in the water. And I'll start with this card over here with the coin representing the green turtle. Here's the front of the card, and here's the back. And we can see that the turtles can mainly be found in the waters of northern Australia. A mintage for this coin is limited to 11,881. Let's take a look now at the reverse of the coin. On it, you can see a green turtle swimming in the water with some corals over here. And the name of the coin is right below. The Perth Mint P-letter mint mark is over here, while the initials of the designer, DB, is right here. DB standing for Daryl Bellotti. Here's the second coin representing animals that you can find in the water, and this coin here is the Platypus. Here's the front of the card, and here's the back. And on the map, we can see that the Platypus can be found on the eastern part of Australia as well as Tasmania. It's actually written on the card here that Tasmania is a really good place to spot the platypus. The mintage for this coin is limited to 11,960. Here's a closer look at the reverse of the coin, and on it you can see a platypus swimming in the river with rocks right below. The name of the coin is at the bottom, while the Perth Mint P-letter mint mark is on the rock. And the initials of the designer, RV, is right over here. RV standing for Ryan Vanderville. Here's the third coin of this category and the second last coin of this set. This is the whale shark, and here's the look at the front of the card. Here's the back. And on the map, you can see that the shark can be found in the waters where the temperature is warmer. You don't see a whale shark on the south side of Australia. Mintage for this coin is limited to 11,943. Let's take a look now at the reverse of the coin. You can see on the coin the whale shark swimming in the water with the name of the coin right below. The mint mark for the Perth Mint is quite difficult to see, but it's right over here. And the initials of the designer, Wade Robinson, WR, is right over here. We come now to the final coin of this category and the last coin of this set. This is the Australian sea lion. Here's the front of the card. And here's the back. And right on the map, you can see that the sea lion can be found in the coastal waters of South Australia and Western Australia. This coin here has a mintage of 13,884, which is the third highest mintage of this set, the second being the wedge-tailed eagle, and the first being the grey kangaroo. Finally, let's take a look at the reverse of this coin. We can see here the image of a sea lion swimming in the water, facing to the right, with the name of the coin right below. The mint mark for this coin is quite difficult to see, but the P letter mint mark is over here. You guys can see that right there. And the initials of the designer, WR for Wade Robinson, is right over here. Before I forget, let's have a quick look now at the free Gordy the Gecko medallion that's included with all the albums of this collection. This medallion here has the same specifications as the $1 coin included in the set. And on the reverse, you can see this colored version of the gecko laughing and looking to the front. I believe the colors are pad printed. While on the back, we can see the Perth Mint swan logo. A mintage for this medallion is limited to 13,894. On the back of the card, you can see this message written by the Perth Mint and represented and signed by Gordy. Okay, before I end this video, let me just share with you my final thoughts. According to my research, during the time when these coins were being sold in 2008, buyers of the coins can purchase each of these coins individually for $9.95 in Australian dollars. They can also choose to purchase a starter kit, which includes 3 coins, or they can purchase the entire set here, which includes the free medallion, for $79.95. Currently today, there are a few of these sets listed on online platforms like eBay, and sellers on those platforms usually want between $80 to $100 for these sets. Including postage, you can be looking at paying around 120 to 140 Australian dollars if you are living outside of Australia. Now, if you are looking to purchase this set, I would recommend that you have a close look at the pictures posted on the listings, because condition for these sets are everything. And as a reminder, these sets are already more than 10 years old. Now, I found this set when I visited Emma Roberts, a coin store in Sydney. I wasn't actually looking to purchase this set, but when I saw it and looked at it, it was in such mint condition, and Emma Roberts was only asking $90 for it. So I went ahead and purchased this set so that I can create this video and share the coins here with all of you here. Personally, for me, I don't consider this as an investment, and I'm quite happy to add this to my Australian coin collection. Well, with that, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed looking at and learning about this young collector set from the Perth Mint. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, don't forget to leave me a like if you have enjoyed this content, and be sure to hit that share and subscribe buttons down here if you have not done so. As always, from all my friends here, you all please take care, be safe, and have a nice day.